This week marks 20 years since the fall of New Hampshire's Old Man of the Mountain. But even though he's gone, he's certainly not forgotten. That sharp side profile has been a New Hampshire icon for hundreds of years. It's been the inspiration for music albums, New Hampshire's two-headed state quarter, and countless t-shirts. But nobody in Merrimack knows the old man like former state representative and longtime Merrimack resident, Bob LaRue.
The Old Man of the Mountain is a New Hampshire symbol. It's as simple as that. I mean, he'd been around for over 2,500 years or more. If you travel in New Hampshire, you see the old man profile on the license plates. It was near and dear, and it still is near and dear to New Hampshire.
Despite what that strong jawline might tell you, the old man was actually pretty brittle, made of rose granite formed by erosion after the last ice age.
You can take a piece of that granite, it's layered, okay, just like one layer over the other. It's not a solid piece of granite. And what's happening over the course of the years is that it would separate a fraction of an inch, but water would get in there in the wintertime, it freeze and expand, freeze and expand.
Various efforts were undertaken by volunteers to try and keep the old man up for as long as possible. Bob knows all about these firsthand because he was right up there with them, filming an episode of his show, Outdoors with Bob.
Every year they went up for the repairs, they would, using their term, weigh the old man. And what they would do is they would back, with the porta powers, back off on the turnbuckles until they could release the cam by hand. And then I could tell by the amount of pressure on the gauges as to whether or not it was more pressure than last year or less pressure last year. And then they could calculate whether or not the rocks were moving or not by that.
2 decades after the old man fell, there's an entire generation of adults who never saw him. But that iconic profile is more than just a rock on the side of Cannon Mountain. To New Hampshire residents, it represents an idea.
To the people who saw it, it meant a lot to them. It represented New Hampshire, but it also represented a place that you can go, sit down, and relax, and take it in without any pressure from the outside world. You know, it's something you have to feel. You can't really describe it, but if you have that feeling, you know it.
Thank you for watching.